Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I am Tariq Shehzad. Today we will discuss about plastid. This is a long question that write a detailed note on plastid. And this question may be in the form of write structure and function of chloroplast. So the question is same but it comes into different form. One is that write a detailed note on plastid, and other is write structure and function of chloroplast only. So this is a long question which comes in two different forms. We will discuss about plastid. So in plastid there are three main things. That plastid is double membranous organelle, plastid is pigment containing organelle, plastid is found in plant and green algae only. Once again, plastid is a double membrane bound organelle, plastid is pigmented organelle, plastid is found only in plant and green algae. That was total about plastid. And its types. Types of plastid, there are many types, but in our syllabus we will discuss only three its types. Chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chloroplast, chromoplast and leucoplast. First we will discuss about chloroplast. That what is chloroplast? Chloroplast again consists of two parts. Number one, structure, and number two, function. So you can write in a single heading for structure and function of chloroplast. Structure and function of chloroplast. So in case of structure and function, chloroplast, chlorophyll containing body. Chlorophyll containing body is a chloroplast. So chloroplast is double membrane bound organelle pigmented body found only in plant and green algae. It consists of an light absorbing pigment organic compound green in color known as chlorophyll. Main chloroplast consists of light absorbing organic in nature green in color compound known as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll resembles hemoglobin that is found in the blood of the animal. So a short question here, that what is different between chlorophyll and hemoglobin? Chlorophyll consists of magnesium atom as a central atom, whereas hemoglobin consists of iron atom as a central atom. Chlorophyll is found in plant, whereas hemoglobin is found in animal. Chlorophyll is light absorbing, hemoglobin is oxygen transporting a part of the red blood cell. Now whereas chlorophyll is found in chloroplast and hemoglobin is found in a red blood cell. This is a short question. Next one is the size of chloroplast, the diameter of chloroplast, the shape of chloroplast vary in different type of cell, whereas its diameter is around about 4 to 6 micrometer. 4 to 6 micrometer is its diameter, and when we look it from light microscope, it is a heterogeneous organelle that consists of small granule embedded in a matrix. Mean there is a liquid in which small granules are embedded. Number one, when we look it into electron microscope, it shows three different parts. Outer and inner membrane mean coverings are membrane. Number two, fluid, that is called stroma. Number three, sacs, that are called thalakite. So membranes are double membrane. Stroma is a liquid that cover most of part of the chloroplast. And this also consists of enzymes, proteins, circular DNA, small circular DNA, and here carbon dioxide fixation takes place, that is known as dark reaction, and it is used for the manufacturing of glucose. And next one is thalakite. Thalakites are small flattened sacs, and the pile of sacs is called grana, which consists of around about approximately 50 thalakite pile and it is used to absorb the sunlight because the chlorophyll is embedded in the wall of the thalakite. So its function is to convert the sunlight into manufacturing of ATP and NADP. So we will discuss this in detail from here that plastids. Plastid are membrane-bound pigment containing found in plant and green algae. Once again, plastid are membrane-bound pigment containing bodies found in plant and green algae. That was about plastid, and now about its types. There are 3 different types of plastid that we discuss, but there are many types of plastids. Plastids may be chloroplast, chromoplast, leucoplast, etioplast, and proteinoplast. And there are also another type, but no need to write here. So we will discuss one chloroplast. Chloroplast means chlorophyll containing body. Chloroplast means chlorophyll containing body. And next one is structure and function. Here, the long question is write a note on plastid. You have to write all this one along with chromoplast and leucoplast. But if question is write the structure and function of chloroplast in detail, then you have to write it from the chloroplast only. So next one is structure and its function, that what is the structure of chloroplast and function of chloroplast. So its structure and function is written here collectively as a collectively. So structure is that found only in plant photosynthetic cells. Now keep in mind that all plant cells are not photosynthetic. All plant cells are not photosynthetic, only those cells are photosynthetic that consist of chloroplast. So it is found in only photosynthetic cells of plant. It has its DNA, and that's why it is self-replicating. The organelle that has its own DNA is also self-replicating organelle. Like mitochondria, chloroplast is an self-replicating organelle. So chloroplast is self-replicating organelle. Keep in mind that this line is written in the last line of last paragraph in your topic. So you have to cut this line from there and write this line here. Next is chloroplast contain green pigment, organic molecules, sunlight absorbing, and help in manufacturing of food. Again, chloroplast consists of green pigment, organic molecules, sunlight absorbing, and help in manufacturing food is called chlorophyll. Next is the short question is here. Compare chlorophyll and hemoglobin. It has to write, that is the question is about differentiate, about difference, about comparison. The best way to write this question or write the answer of this question is that you put a line between these two topics and write opposite their points one by one in front of each other. Put a line and write both components at the top and write opposite points in front of each other. That will very best way to solve this question. So differentiate between chlorophyll and hemoglobin. Chlorophyll, central atom magnesium. In chlorophyll, central atom is magnesium, whereas in hemoglobin, central atom is iron. Number 2, chlorophyll in plant chloroplast. In plant chloroplast. Whereas in hemoglobin, it is in animal red blood cells. Meaning chlorophyll is present in plant chloroplast, and hemoglobin is found in animal red blood cells. Next one is chlorophyll absorb sunlight and hemoglobin transport oxygen. Third point. Fourth point is that chlorophyll found in leaves, whereas hemoglobin found in blood. That was 4 differences among chlorophyll and hemoglobin. It is the best way to write, differentiate or comparison between chlorophyll and hemoglobin. Make line between them. Make a line between them and write their opposite points in front of each other. This is a short question. And central atom in chlorophyll is magnesium. This one is an MCQ. And central atom in hemoglobin is iron. This one is an also MCQ. So to solve this question, you have to write 4 points. But these are only headings. You make complete line of each point. Next one is shape and size. Shape and size of chloroplast is variable. And diameter is also variable, and diameter range from 4 to 6 micrometer. Diameter of chloroplast range from 4 to 6 micrometer. This one is an also MCQs. Next is when we look it through light microscope or see it through light microscope, chloroplast is heterogeneous. Chloroplast is small granules embedded in matrix. Chloroplast is heterogeneous, means that it not have a specific shape. Its shape is changeable, or its shape is different in different cells. So heterogeneous and small granules embedded in a matrix. That it is embedded in a matrix or in a solution form or in a liquid form. Next one is when we see it from electron microscope. When you look it from light microscope, it appears different when you look it into electron microscope. So in electron microscope, it consists of 3 parts: envelope, covering, stroma, liquid, and thalakite sacs. It consists of these 3 different parts. So I draw here a structure of our diagram of chloroplast, and it is the best place to draw it. After starting structure and function, in between this square you can draw it in any place. So this one, to draw diagram and label is also an art. To draw and label diagram is also an art. And best way to draw and label diagram is that make a diagram in the center of the paper. Make a diagram, for example, this one is a paper diameter. Make it in the center of the paper or page and label this in sequential way. This is the best way to express the diagram. Not label it as one in this direction, other in this direction, and next one in this direction. This is not a proper way. The proper way to label a diagram is that some of its elements write in one direction in a proper line and draw the other remaining. For example, there are many labeling. So write someone on the right side and someone on the left side. But on left side also label in a sequence like this one. So this one is outer membrane, that is its inner membrane. And next one is a stroma. Stroma is a liquid that is present within the chloroplast. This one is stroma. Next is thalakite. Thalakite are these one bundle. This one sac is known as thalakite. And the pile of thalakite, this is the pile of thalakite or stalk of thalakite, that is known as granum. Between these 2 granum, one granum and second granum, the joining line is called intergranum. This is a diagram of chloroplast. Next one is its 3 component: envelope, stroma, and thalakite. Envelope, stroma, and thalakite. So first is envelope. Envelope is double membrane, mean outer membrane and inner membrane. Only this one is sufficient about envelope. Second one is stroma. Stroma is a liquid that cover most of the volume of chloroplast. This is an MCQ. Put mark on the line in your book that stroma is a liquid that cover most of the volume of the chloroplast. So this one is also MCQ. Now stroma surround thalakite and contain protein, small circular DNA, carbon dioxide. It fixes carbon dioxide, that is known as dark reaction, and some protein also synthesized in the stroma. This is MCQ, that carbon dioxide fixation is known as dark reaction, and this one is MCQ. Write dark reaction where carbon dioxide fixation is written. This may be in the form of MCQs. Third and last point is thalakite. That word is thalakite. Thalakite is a flattened sac. This one sac is known as thalakite. This is one thalakite where this one is other thalakite. One thalakite and other thalakite are connected with each other, or one pile of thalakite and other pile of thalakite is connected with each other through intergranum. This one is intergranum that connect one granum to other. This one is known as an intergranum. So it is an intergranum. This one is intergranum. So flattened sacs called thalakite. Piles up means stacked over each other and they form granum. 1 thalakite, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 50. 50 thalakites arrange themselves like a pile, mean coins, like put one coin to another and form a pile of 50 coins. That is known as granum, and this one is an also MCQ, that it consists of 50 thalakites. This one is MCQ's, mark in your book. And next one is that, no, this is very conceptual, that this is a thalakite, and that red line represent the thalakite membrane. Red line represent the thalakite membrane. So in thalakite membrane, this black point is known as chlorophyll. This one is known as chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is embedded in the membrane of the thalakite. Chlorophyll molecules are embedded in the membrane of thalakite. Once again, chlorophyll molecules embedded in the membrane of thalakite, where chlorophyll absorbs sunlight and convert it into synthesized ATP and NADPH that utilized in the dark reaction. So chlorophyll molecule embedded in the thalakite membrane, and they means thalakite absorb sunlight. Thalakite absorb sunlight, and this is used to manufacture ATP and NADPH. This was all about the chloroplast. Other two types, chromoplast and leucoplast. Chromoplast mean chroma mean color, colored body that give color to plant but other than green. The type of plastid that give color other than green is called chromoplast. This is found in ripened fruit and petals of the flower. This one is used to wide distribution of plants and also pollination in the plants. Whereas the last one is leucoplast. They are colorless, triangular in shape or different in shape. They usually found in the roots of plant, where they are used for the storage of carbohydrates, protein and lipids. That was all about plastid. Once again, this comes in two different forms of long question. Write a detailed note on chloroplast. You have to write all about this one, plastid. And if the question is right about structure and function of chloroplast, so you have to write only about chloroplast. I hope you will like this video. Subscribe my channel and share it with your friends. Allah Hafiz.